Grand rising, heathens. Grand rising. I know where we at this morning. I'm gonna run up and shop right real quick, but I want to talk to the peoples about the Democratic plantation at it again, y'all. The Democratic plantation at it again, y'all. How is it that President Trump and Doge Avengers is finding all this illegal corruption, right? Millions and billions of dollars. They want to give the American people a break. Allegedly, Donald Trump talking 5,000, 20% of the money they've been finding to give to the American people, right? But you got these Democratic plantation house niggas, right? That's just what they are, Democratic plantation house niggas. Hold on, y'all. Let me run up in the store real quick. I'll be right back so we can build. How is it that the Democratic plantation, especially the bed wenches, right, defending these illegal migrants, taking care of them on the taxpayer dollars, but when it comes to the American people, we don't deserve it? That's crazy, y'all. Let's get into the story, y'all. What I was telling y'all, that the Democratic plantation is not here for us. They may look like us, talk like us, walk like us, but they're not far here from us, y'all. They're not here for us. That's a fact. And the proof is in the pudding. Donald Trump want to give the American people a break that been suffering for 4 years under this Biden administration. Remember, it only been 4 weeks King Donald Trump and J.D. Vance is in control. And they did more than what the Democratic plantation did in 4 years, y'all. And yet, the Democratic plantation bed wenches still defending these illegal migrants and putting us last, y'all. Y'all got to get away from that Democratic Party, y'all. Let's go.
Now, President Trump says he likes the idea of giving some of the savings from Doge back to Americans as kind of a dividend. Would you support that?
Listen, he's just telling a lie. He's not the one that had anything to do with the $1,200 refunds that people had during the midst of COVID that was done by a Democratic House and Democratic Senate.
We all know King Trump gave that to the peoples. When Joe Biden administration left out, they didn't bless the American people because their funding was all tied into these illegal migrants. And we all know that. The American people see it, y'all. Let's go.
Right, what they're going to do is say, hey, we want to give you a refund, but Congress won't let us because they already know that there's just no money for that. The only reason that those refunds...
Because y'all gave all the money to the illegal migrants.
Came before was because we were living in different times. This was a time in which hopefully we won't ever go through again. We had a once in a lifetime pandemic. The bad part is that I don't know if it's once in a...
What you mean a once in a one-time pandemic? What about the Tuskegee experiment? You so-called supposed to be woke? A one-time pandemic.
A lifetime, because we know that Ebola unfortunately was detected right here in New York here recently. And if we continue down this road of getting rid of scientists or deciding that we...
Getting rid of scientists. I told y'all, Fauci is not a doctor, y'all. He's a scientist who experiments on mice, rats, and monkeys. And we also know he killed dogs, y'all. We know that. We already know that. We got the evidence on that. Hold on, y'all. All right, we back, y'all. And we all know Fauci is a scientist. Never been a doctor. That title was given to him by the Biden administration so he can have you people line up and put something in your system you have no clue of what it was. And the peoples that was gamming y'all up, gaslighting y'all, telling y'all to line up, they had no clue either. As you can see, their mind is confused right now. Let's go.
continue down this road of getting rid of scientists or deciding that we don't want to rely on experts as it relates to what they're telling us to do, or we don't want to deal with vaccines and medicine in this country, then we may be facing not only our next pandemic, but our next 2, 3, or 4 pandemics because of their incompetence. So no, we are not in the business of giving out money. And honestly, I don't.
Y'all hear that, right? They ain't in the business of giving out money, but yet they just funded these migrants millions and billions of taxpayer dollars. And to this day, y'all, they still fighting for these illegal migrants. Make it make sense, y'all. Make her eat her own words, y'all. She don't give a damn about the American people. And this is what they telling y'all, that the Democrat plantation don't give a damn about y'all.
Know what $5,000 will do for you if you are unable to find a job, because I am telling people we are headed towards a recession because the United States government is the fifth.
Did the Democratic plantation say this about the illegal migrants, y'all? Did they say that to the illegal migrants that they was funding? Did they give them this lecture, y'all, when they was flying and busing them in, putting them in 5-star hotels? Giving them $6,000 a month in food stamps and cash? Was they telling them that, y'all? Of course we don't got the money because y'all blew it on them illegal migrants. Fucking idiot. Told you. That's all you need is common sense. Fuck your degree, because it means nothing. It shows you that you're an idiot.
15th largest employer in the world. And so firing those that work for the federal government isn't going to necessarily.
Well, wouldn't y'all threaten to fire people if they didn't line up and take something that they didn't know that was going into their system? Wasn't y'all threatening people to lose their jobs and this, that, and the third? See how in one hand y'all full of shit and in the other hand y'all hypocrites. Let's go.
Create new jobs in private industry. In fact, Southwest Airlines, based in my district, just announced for the very first time in its entire existence that they are doing a layoff of approximately 15% of their workforce. If you pay attention, the signs are there, and I'm not telling you to be an alarmist. I'm telling you because I want to be honest with the American people. And my background, believe it or not, I was a business major, and none of this looks good for us.
Boy. So once again, we got to talk about Miss Jasmine Crockett, who I am now declaring as the leader of the Democrat Party. Now, why am I declaring Miss Jasmine Crockett the leader of the Democrat Party? Well, the reason why is because if she is the leader of the Democrat Party,
Jasmine Crockett is a bed wench for the Democratic plantation. That's all she is. They toss her around. They tossing her around, y'all, in the Oval Office. Her knees dusty than a motherfucker, y'all.
that will guarantee that the Democrats will not revive their party. Right now, the Democrat Party is dying. They are in free fall. And part of the reason why is because of extremist leadership from the Democrats, like what Jasmine Crockett is currently putting on display on the mainstream level media. Okay, she's going on all of these outlets, calling white people racist, calling the voters ignorant, okay, saying that you're uneducated. Now she's on the Breakfast Club saying that she's rooting for Mexico and Canada, okay, which I'm going to talk about here. But I also want to talk about something else that Jasmine Crockett is trying to warn people about, which is what she claims is an incoming recession, which again I find to be hilarious because Democrats are now trying to play this game where they're blaming President Trump for the current state of the economy, which definitely is a result of the Biden administration. Okay, and you know how you know that this is a result of the Biden administration? Because these same people that are trying to blame Trump for what is obviously a continuation of Biden's economy are the same people that basically say that Trump's economy was good, not because of Trump, but because of Obama. Trump's economy was an extension of Obama's economy. You guys remember Obama saying this?
Some people, because I'm having conversations around the country with folks as I go campaigning, and I'll hear some people say, well, I remember the economy when those first 2 years with Trump, they were pretty good, and I say yeah it was good.
Yeah, right. Listen to this coon ass nigga, y'all. And we already know this nigga ain't to be trusted, y'all. Nigga was the president for 8 years. And listen to his rhetoric, y'all. The hypocrisy of these niggas, y'all. Y'all better flee that plantation, y'all. That Democratic plantation.
Because it was my economy that I gave to him.
Yeah, so apparently that same logic doesn't apply in this situation, right? Where Biden gave President Trump a bad economy, okay? And President Trump and Republicans haven't had any time whatsoever to do anything about it, right? To enact any type of economic plan, because that takes time, right? It actually takes time to do that. Democrats are out here trying to blame President Trump for what clearly is the fault of the Biden administration. But hey, if we do go into a recession, then we could just say it's not a recession, right? We could just change the definition the same way that the Democrats did when Joe Biden was in office, and we did go into a recession. But I want you guys to understand, if we do go into a recession, which some people believe that we're already in a recession, okay, but the current state of the economy, okay, and what happens over the next year. So again, it doesn't really have that much to do with President Trump, right? This is a continuation of Joe Biden. It is a continuation of piss poor monetary policy in which the Feds essentially lowered interest rates too soon, right before the election, to try to cook the election on behalf of Kamala Harris. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, and now Trump is stuck with a more inflationary environment than he otherwise should have had, because the Fed should have raised interest rates a long time ago, especially when the Democrats started spending a lot more money, right? They should have done that. They did not do that, and we're still paying for it, right? Because inflation is still lingering around due to poor monetary and fiscal policy of the last administration. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and get into this video on the Breakfast Club, in which Jasmine Crockett is going to admit the quiet part out loud, which is that as a sitting U.S. politician, she is rooting for foreign countries against the United States of America. She's rooting against America and for foreign countries. This is what she's going to admit out loud on the Breakfast Club. This is the leader of the Democrat Party, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
But you're also talking about less people working. The United States is the 15th largest employer in the entire world, right? So now they're like, oh yeah, all those people we're firing, they can just go to private industry. The jobs don't exist. And private industry is signaling that they know that the recession is coming. Southwest has never done a layoff like what they did in the entire existence of Southwest, and they just cut 15% of their workforce. So we're seeing where private industry is starting to collapse and starting to actually reduce their workforce instead of increase it. So where are these people going to go?
We've been saying this for a while now. Okay, I've been talking about the layoffs over the past few years. But Democrats like Jasmine Crockett, at least before the election, she was telling the people, no, like this is made up, right? That the economy is great. Everything is good. It's amazing. Okay. Ain't it funny how as soon as Trump gets in
Gaslighting.
office, Democrats flip a switch and now they say, oh, the economy's terrible. Everything's bad, right? Inflation's out of control. Wait, so now all of a sudden the economy's not in good shape. But when Biden was in office, when Kamala was running for president, it was a right-wing conspiracy to say that the economy is not in great shape. Again, these people make me sick. They make me sick. Do you guys see the play here? You see the play? Nothing has really changed. Fundamentally, nothing has changed, okay, between the Democrats being in office and right now, because Trump hasn't been in office that long, only a month. Nothing's really changed from an economic policy perspective, right? Because again, the Trump administration hasn't had time to enact anything. And look at how the Democrats have flipped the narrative. They flipped the narrative. Now, overnight, boom, economy's terrible, guys. It's almost as if they lied for the last, 3 or 4 years about the current state of the economy because Joe Biden was in office. Democrats were in power. Now, all of a sudden, they're telling the truth about the economy of the Democrats now that Trump is in office, because they think voters are so dumb that they're just going to believe that the current state of the economy is Trump's fault and not Biden's fault, right? Even though Trump hasn't had time to do anything. They think that you're dumb, okay? When Jasmine Crockett talks about voters being uneducated, that's what she actually really believes. But she believes that about her own voters, right? That's what she believes. She believes her own voters are dumb, because you have to be a dummy to believe that the current economy is President Trump's fault. You would literally have to be a dummy.
Right, facts.
People gonna go, and people don't realize how many organizations, private or otherwise, rely on federal dollars in some way. And now you're saying we're gonna take those federal dollars out but we're not putting them back into people's pockets. We're putting them into the pockets of my friends. So now Elon is going to get more money. Now I'm going to figure out how to serve myself, because he also told his Department of Justice, do not enforce the marijuana laws, right, on the books. Do not enforce the fact that there's this disparity between crack and cocaine on the federal level, but do not enforce foreign influence laws. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I had nobody from the hood get caught up because they were engaged in some kind of foreign influence.
That's a fact.
I mean, so who is it that typically gets caught up? It's people with access. And so now basically he's signaling to all of these people that have tried to corrupt our government, come on through, drop off a bag. In fact, y'all just had a senator nearby that just went down. They just gave Menendez 11 years for the exact thing that he's telling his Department of Justice, do not enforce this.
Well, actually, no, the DOJ set that precedent because Joe Biden was influence peddling, right, with his son Hunter, and the DOJ decided that, hey, it's fine, right? That they're not going to go after Joe Biden for that. Joe Biden pardoned his son Hunter for his work with Burisma, right? That's what Joe Biden did. So no, this is not the Trump DOJ setting this precedent, okay? Because first and foremost, they're not letting Eric Adams off. They're saying, hey, Eric, we think that you have more important things to worry about when it comes to enforcing federal laws, okay? When it comes to illegal immigration, we want you to focus on that, and then we'll revisit the charges later, right? That's what that is about. But if you're upset with people getting away with influence peddling, right, then you should have been upset with Joe Biden. Where's the outrage against Joe Biden? Oh yeah, there is none. Well, why is that? It's because Joe Biden's a Democrat, right? Just like there was no outrage about the state of the economy under Joe Biden. Well, why is that? Because Joe Biden's a Democrat, right? You see how these people play these games? You see how they play a game? Oh, you're concerned about influence peddling. Again, why is it that you didn't speak out about Joe Biden and the fact that Joe Biden pardoned his son, Hunter, not only for the DOJ charges that he was facing that didn't have anything to do with influence peddling, but again, also for the time in which he was accused of influence peddling. Why do you have anything to say about that? It's fascinating stuff. Fascinating.
That's where we are.
How do you feel about that? Because, you know, it seems like if you're cool with Trump, you get a pardon. If you're cool with Trump, he'll tell you don't prosecute him. Recently, we've seen Eric Adams not being prosecuted. What's your thoughts on that?
Cool with Trump, you get paid.
Listen, my thought is that I'm still black in America and I ain't finna play no kind of games. Like, so I am gonna walk the straight and narrow for a number of reasons. Number one, I have some morals about myself. And number two, I know that they would love an opportunity to lock me up, right? Like, I would be the...
You don't have no morals for yourself. God damn it. You don't got no morals for your own people because you're supporting illegal migrants. And you telling us the American people don't deserve a break. God damn it. You're a fucking hypocrite. Take off that wig and them fake eyelashes, god damn it. Cause them goddamn perms and sew-ins you got in your head is killing your fucking brain cells. Fucking idiots.
Exception to the rule. But you're absolutely right. I mean, Canada has really been the one to call it out. The fact that I'm rooting for Canada and I'm rooting for Mexico a lot is really wild. But they are really...
She rooting for Canada and Mexico. Y'all heard that out of her own mouth. Sad, man. Sad, man.
The ones that are speaking truth to power right now, they can see what it is, and they were like, we are not messing with this crazy regime.
Who you rooting for right now?
From Mar-a-Lago, and basically calling them thugs. I know that they would love an opportunity to lock me up, right? Like, I would be the exception to the rule. But you're absolutely right. I mean, Canada has really been the one to call it out. The fact that I'm rooting for Canada and I'm rooting for Mexico a lot is really wild. But they are really the ones that are speaking truth to power right now. They can see what it is, and they were like, we are not messing with this crazy regime from Mar-a-Lago, and basically calling them thugs. That's what it is.
There it goes, guys. There it goes. There it is. A sitting U.S. Congresswoman just said on the Breakfast Club she is rooting for foreign countries versus the United States of America. There it is. That is the leader of the Democrat Party, guys.
Wow.
The Republicans should clip this segment and play it in almost every ad for the next 4 years straight. This is the leader of the Democrat Party. You're rooting for foreign countries. We're having trade negotiations, trade talks, trying to protect our people from being killed by criminals, being drugged to death, trafficking. That's what we're trying to protect against. That's what we're negotiating about. Trying to get better deals for the American people. And the Democrats are rooting for the other countries. They're rooting for the other countries. They're rooting against America. Jasmine Crockett says, I don't know what 5,000 would do for you, but she does know what that money will do for the illegal immigrants, though. She loves handouts for the illegals, but when it comes to you getting your hard-earned money that was used fraudulently by the government, that was abused by the government, that was wasted by the government, you getting some of your money back? No, you can't do that. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. They'd rather send that money overseas, right?
Right.
This is the modern day Democrat Party, guys. This is the modern day Democrat Party. They show you every single chance they get. They are America last. America last. Mexico first, Canada first, illegal immigrants first, Africa first, Ukraine first, everybody first. The American people last. Every single time. Every single time. So I am declaring Jasmine Crockett the leader of the Democrat Party, okay? She needs to be the face of the Democrat Party, because if she is the face of the Democrat Party, they will continue to lose. They will have a hard time winning at the national level if she is their spokesperson. So, hey, I hope she keeps doing these interviews. Continue to humiliate the Democrats, continue to embarrass yourself, continue to call people ignorant, continue to call them racist, continue to insult voters, right? Continue to cheer for other countries. Keep doing that, Democrats, right? Keep doing that. Keep doing all these things. I'm sure it'll work out for you in the long run, right? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll support.
Love meeting with your clients in the field.
So there it is, y'all. Y'all heard it from Jasmine Crockett own mouth. That she don't care about the American people. She don't care whatsoever about the American people. She'd rather the American people put the American people last than put all these illegals, like I said, first. And it's the people y'all vote for and represent you in your district. These people right here, y'all. These the people right here y'all elect. They're supposed to hold your district down. But as you can see, that's fabrication. They don't hold your district down. They hold these illegal migrants down. You understand me, peoples? Y'all heard it live and direct. Who's she voting for? Who's she voting for? Rooting for? That would have rolling, y'all.
That's where we are.
How do you feel about that? Because, it seems like if you're cool with Trump, you get a pardon. If you're cool with Trump, he'll tell you don't prosecute him. Recently, we've seen Eric Adams not being prosecuted. What's your thoughts on that?
Cool with Trump, you get paid.
Listen, my thought is that I'm still black in America and I ain't finna play no kind of games.
Word.
So I am gonna walk the straight and narrow for a number of reasons. Number one, I have some morals about myself. And number two, I know that they would love an opportunity to lock me up, right? Like I would be the exception to the rule. But you're absolutely right. I mean, Canada has really been the one to call it out. The fact that I'm rooting for Canada and I'm rooting for Mexico a lot is really wild.
She's rooting for Canada and she's rooting for Mexico. Here she go, y'all. Jasmine Crockett. There she go.
But they are really the ones that are speaking truth to power right now. They can see what it is, and they were like, we are not messing with this crazy regime from Mar-a-Lago, and basically calling them thugs. That's what it is.
There it goes, guys. There it goes. There it is. A sitting U.S. Congresswoman just said on the Breakfast Club she is rooting for foreign countries versus the United States of America. There it is. That is the leader of the Democrat Party, guys. The Republicans should clip this segment and play it in almost every ad for the next 4 years straight. This is the leader of the Democrat Party. You're rooting for foreign countries. We're having trade negotiations, trade talks, trying to protect our people from being killed by criminals, being drugged to death, trafficking. That's what we're trying to protect against. That's what we're negotiating about. Trying to get better deals for the American people. And the Democrats are rooting for the other countries. They're rooting for the other countries. They're rooting against America. Jasmine Crockett says, I don't know what 5,000 would do for you, but she does know what that money will do for the illegal immigrants, though. She loves handouts for the illegals, but when it comes to you getting your hard-earned money that was used fraudulently by the government, that was abused by the government, that was wasted by the government, you getting some of your money back? No, you can't do that. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. They'd rather send that money overseas, right? This is the modern day Democrat Party, guys. This is the modern day Democrat Party. They show you every single chance they get. They are America last. America last. Mexico first, Canada first, illegal immigrants first, Africa first, Ukraine first, everybody first. The American people last. Every single time. Every single time. So I am declaring Jasmine Crockett the leader of the Democrat Party, okay? She needs to be the face of the Democrat Party, because if she is the face of the Democrat Party, they will continue to lose. They will have a hard time winning at the national level if she is their spokesperson. So, hey, I hope she keeps doing these interviews. Continue to humiliate the Democrats, continue to embarrass yourself, continue to call people ignorant, continue to call them racist, continue to insult voters, right? Continue to cheer for other countries. Keep doing that, Democrats, right? Keep doing that. Keep doing all these things. I'm sure it'll work out for you in the long run, right? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
That's sad, y'all. That's sad when you got your own peoples defending illegal migrants over the American people. And let me ask y'all, what would 5,000 do for you right now in your bank account, ladies and gentlemen? What would 5,000 do for you right now as I'm doing this video in your bank account? Could you pay some extra bills? Pay down on some bills and shit? Credit cards and things of that nature? Especially with the economy how it is from slow Joe Biden. And we know that. Trump was handed this mess from the Biden administration. And we all know that. They only been in office for 3.5, 4 weeks at the most. A month at the most. And y'all expecting this man to fix the Democrat plantation mess in a month. Y'all sick. Y'all people are sick, man. Y'all people are sick. Not all my peoples, but god damn it. I told y'all, man. And like I said, it'd be most of these Democratic plantation bed wenches, man. That's dressed like clowns with their clown suits on. You understand me? Their clown suits. And like Trump said, that new green energy deal was a scam. Look in the air, y'all. That new green energy deal was a scam. Who was held accountable for that? Hey, what I noticed too, while I've been riding past City Hall, the municipal building lately, right? Because when I sing, I'm just showing y'all this energy deal was a scam, like Trump said. Look in the air, y'all. Green energy deal shit was a scam. But like I said, reason why I be riding past City Hall, because I noticed that fine. Let me holler at you again. That truck you was driving, that Durango RT, black joint, with the police headlights on the side. Is that a city official car? Or is that your personal car? Just ask some questions. Because if that's a city official car, shouldn't that be parked in the parking lot? You shouldn't be driving that home every night. Who's paying for the gas when you're on these taxpayer dollar cars? See? Questions, y'all. Questions. Questions that need to be asked, y'all. 'Cause I don't see it parked. Out here at the headquarters, at the Democratic headquarters. I guess the sun live back there, though, right? But yeah, y'all heard it live and direct once again. And I wanted to play that for y'all, that the Democrats don't give a damn about y'all. The divine non-Democratic bed wenches are the only ones out here capping, once again, for the Democratic plantation, right? Once again, y'all, cap, trying to hold it down for Kamala Harris. We can see the play. We see the play clear as day. That's a fact. But as y'all heard it live and direct on this good Sabbath day, Jasmine Crockett supports Mexicanos, and Canadianos over the American people. And if she's the leader of the Democratic plantation, right? Because she's black and they lock her ass up quick if they can find something on her ass. Which is conspiracy. Conspiracy carried more weight than the people who pulled the trigger, y'all. So Jasmine Crockett, you can be arrested on conspiracy. That you know what the Democrats got going on. See how your lips loose sink ships. Conspiracy carried more weight than the person who pulled the trigger, Jasmine Crockett. So you can be arrested. Yes, you can. You can be arrested, young lady, along with the rest of your cronies. Along with the rest of your cronies that have been getting over on the American people for years. For years. And you still out here capping for this Democratic plantation. That you admitted